churches left the building can never hold the church. Heaven is the ceiling, no limits, cause we all know the worth. Speaking life in every verse and rehearse it across the earth. So they get the message, no second guessing, we put them first. What up, what up, what up, what up, people? What's good, man? How y'all feeling out there? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Yeah, what's good, yo? What's good? What's good? Raj, what's up, man? Zoinks. TCoda music. All right. Curtis, what's good, fam? What's good? Appreciate y'all coming on there, man. It's a Shinin, yo. Episode 1. What up? What up? What up? Good,
what's
bro.
up, bro?
How you feeling, man?
I'm chilling, bro. How you?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Yeah. Philly Fat Boy. What's good? Raj, what's up with you, man? Yeah. I said the church has left the building. What's up, y'all? No limits, cause we all know the word. Speaking like good. My culture. Music, the Kingdom Culture Chronicles.
Can you hear that, Charlie?
Yeah, I can hear that.
What's up, people? Raj, I see you, Raj.
Raj out here. Yeah. What's up? Y'all on them. Showcase lined up for y'all tonight, man. Going down. Yeah. Being saved is a process. Relationship is real and religion is a concept. It's the God hour and your power is
your mindset.
I ain't fine yet. Handle my man, no business, just play in the hand I'm giving. I move on. Brand coming in. Yup. What up? Hunt it. What's good? Yeah, yo. So what's up, y'all? What's up? Respecter of person. Yeah, waiting for come on through.
Send a request to Niche. Can you send one?
Nah, I see the Branded Kingdom. Let me see. Okay, here she comes. I think so.
We are to be good. God keeps his word.
Oh, my young boy Scar in the building.
Yeah, Niche. What's
What's up, Niche?
Yizzo.
Yeah.
Oh, hard.
Yeah.
Oh, we really live now.
Yeah, it's going down now.
We really live now.
We all here. So we want to welcome everybody to the Shine, and this is brought to you by at the Branded Kingdom and at the Culture. For those who don't know, the Shine is a platform where we shine the light on artists and they influence on the kingdom. This is Kingdom Live, powered by the culture, but grounded in the kingdom. Before we get started, let me give a big, quick shout out to Pastor Z at Spirit Food Christian Center in Los Angeles, California. Pastor Troy and Trina Davis for New Life Kingdom Center in Havertown, PA. Rhythm and Remedy, where hip hop helps. And finally, shout out to Dainty Clothing Line and BMG, Defibrillator Music Group. We making moves out here. You know what I'm saying? Making moves. Shout out to everybody that's joining. Love y'all. Appreciate the time that y'all giving us, yo. So before we get started, make sure you're following us. Go ahead and pin these pages down below. So while I'm pinning, let me go ahead and send out another little, you know what I'm saying, drop. If you're a dope artist, or if you know a dope artist, send them our way. Shoot me a DM, tag us, let them check us out. I'm going to drop the pin in a second. You never know. You might just get featured. My name is MC Charlie K. I'm 1/3 of this incredible team. I'm going to pass the mic to my man TCoda. What up, Coda?
Yo, what's up, people? I go by TCoda. I'm representing the culture, which you can see is always behind my back, always on my shoulders. Well, we represent the 5 pillars of hip-hop. That's the MC, the B-boy, the DJ, the graph artist, but most importantly, it's the knowledge itself. And what we do is we offer a platform for people to just share their gift. And I'm going to pass the mic off to my girl, Niche.
What up, my guys. So I'm Anisha, aka Just Call Me Miss Preach, and I'm coming to you live from the kingdom where we just live with God, rock with God in our everyday lives, and we are sharing that experience with y'all, expressing it to y'all through fashion, entertainment, and sports. Well, our first collab is what you see right now. We have the Shining, as Charlie K said, it's a platform for us to give opportunity to those who have gifts and talents from God to have a light shined on them. So again, y'all know some people, hit us up in the DMs. We got y'all. And so before we even get into like more of the shining light on artists, I want to know how y'all doing. I haven't talked to y'all in like a week and a half. So I want to check in with my guys. So passing them the Zyke to TCoda. What's on your mind, man?
I've been chilling, just working. You know me, like I said, I really working on a project. I've been having time to write, focus on the music, you know, focus on the family. It's been a pretty good week. You know, work has been work. You know how we deal with the kids. You know what I mean? Shout out one of my students, my young boy Scar is on here.
What up,
shout out here artist too. You know what I'm saying? We might even see if he could jump on. But yeah, I just been working on the music, man. I'm working on the next project to follow up the Firstborn Third. Firstborn Third was very successful. So I'm working on a project. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna toss it over to Charlie. What's your week looking like, Charlie?
And this has been a crazy week at work, man. I don't know. Every time we do a check-in, for me, it's always crazy on my side of the fence, man. It's never a dull moment, but, you know, I'm guessing that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping busy. The family's always there. You know, got to support the family. Work is crazy. Leadership on all sides of the fence. But this is what I signed up for. So the week has been good, man. Busy, crazy. Look, Virtuous one, like she already know, it's crazy out here in these schools. These schools is like these streets out here, yo. It's crazy out here. What up, X was here. But anyway, I'm doing good, man. It's a good week. I'm alive. I'm breathing. So I'm blessed, and I'm not complaining. You know what I'm saying? So listen, Coda, before we go any further, man, talk to me about what's happening on these streets, man.
There's a lot. You mean, yeah. my man Tom Brady just retired, which is crazy.
That's
you know
crazy.
22 years of my life I've been watching this man play football. Yes. He retired. He done checked out of the league. We got I don't know about y'all, but I love R&B. So you know, coming up on the 14th, the verses with Anthony Hamilton, the Music Soul Child is coming up. I am super geek for that. But that's look at Nisha. Don't know nothing about that. Nisha don't know nothing about.
First of all, I was just thinking about did y'all hear about what's going on? People mentioning. I just want to get your opinion real quick. That verses they talking about with T.I., possibly T.I. and what's the boy Eminem. I don't think Eminem would win, even though he got more bars. But like, I feel like it's
as far as hits
like this.
Yeah, with hits, no, he not beating T.I. with hits. He not beating Tip with hits.
He not beating Tip with hits. No,
not at all. Lyrically, yes.
Yeah,
I mean, and you can kind of like, cause sometimes T.I. go, but as far as like hits, when he dropped that needle and the crowd just go crazy, Em ain't got a lot of them. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I felt like it'd just be like just a cloud of weed smoke and just dudes like, yeah, them bars and that's it. Like if you know, like
yeah, he don't have them Jones. He don't have them Jones, and not he don't have them Jones. And that's my man. I love.
No
him.
Disrespect.
Yeah, he high on my list too, but he ain't got them Jones. I'm sorry, Tip got Jones. Tip got some Jones. But yeah, currently, man, that's pretty much it. Like the barbershop talk we was talking about when Jay was talking about can't nobody hold him in the verses, which was crazy. I wanted to hear your opinion about that. Because, like, who would y'all compare? Like, who y'all think could really hold a candle to Jay in the verses?
Nas.
I
said that, but Nas' production be weak sometimes, y'all.
Yeah, listen, well, I mean, that's because Jay get the top of the line, but Jay do a great job of looking at everything from all angles. You gotta remember, Jay is not only an artist, he's a businessman too. So his perspective is kind of crazy. Nas is a straight artist. He's a businessman too, but Jay, that's how Jay wins every time, because his angle, his hustle game, his business side sees the production and the importance of that too. But we just talking about straight ball.
All right, so somebody just dropped in the comments Wheezy. I thought Wayne, right?
No,
Wayne got some bangers though. You can't slack on Wayne.
No,
like, you can't slack on Wayne.
Like,
you can't slack on Drake. Like Drake got some Jones too.
It's
I'm
just
not a fan of
long
Drake.
enough. It ain't been long enough.
That's
Drake,
the difference. Like Jay got such of a catalog.
Drake got the resume to get there because he witty enough and he doing it. And he dope, and he can sing, he can rap, he doing it. Don't get it twisted, he doing it. But I need more time out of you. Like, come on, man, Jay was. Come on,
Jay
man.
Jay got. I mean, when he said it, I wasn't mad. The only person I thought about, I did say Nas. I said Nas when I was in the car with my wife. I said Nas, and she was like, production tips to scales.
Kanye then.
Kanye, yes.
Kanye,
now, Kanye could.
Production and bars, but I
Kanye could. Now that would be good. I'm not gonna lie. Now that might be the one.
Yeah, that would be fire.
Kanye
could.
Kanye is dope.
All right, I had this conversation with my students and another teacher. Name one track where Kanye and Jay-Z was on at the same time when Jay killed Kanye. Give me one track.
What's up, Miss Charlie K?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Watch the Throne was dope. Oh, no. Diamonds Are Forever. Jay-Z murked him.
Diamonds Are Forever. Okay.
Diamonds Are Forever.
I gotta listen to that.
He killing. Popping Tags, he killing.
I gotta listen to these songs.
Popping Tags is on the Blueprint too.
Okay, I'm listening to these tracks again.
Diamonds Are Forever, he killing. He go crazy on Diamonds Are Forever. He ain't really start catching up until like Watch the Throne.
Watch the Throne. That was after Otis, right?
No, that is the Otis album. That's the Otis album.
Renee, what up? Thanks for joining. Y'all, I'm a detour real quick.
Oh yeah,
I was gonna pass it to you anyway.
Let me drop this. Yo, because we over here talking about music and artistry. So if you are a dope artist, or if you know a dope artist, send my way. Shoot us a DM, tag us, let them know. Check us out. You never know. You might get featured on here. The information is pinned down below. So since we're talking about artistry and whatnot, let's go to our artist spotlight of the night. Y'all with that?
Yeah, I'm down.
Y'all with that? All right. So tonight, I think what we want to do is, this is what we do with the Shiner. You know, we shine a light on artists who are representing the kingdom in their music, but also, you know, down on the street level, got their ear to the streets with their lyrics, with their production. And tonight, we want to shine a light on my man Atiba.
Shout out to my man Atiba. If he ain't in here, y'all, please, somebody tag Atiba in the mix so my man could jump on, please.
Yeah, tag Atiba. His Instagram is at Atiba Halisi _PM, all one word. And tonight we're going to be looking at his latest album, Silent Battles, Muted Victories, Part 2, which is out on Apple Music right now. And there's a particular song we're going to break in right now, and that's called Talk to Me, and that's featuring Sincerely, Jody, and Logic, the Beat Man. And it's right around close to the 3-minute mark that we start to hear this line that I want to kind of highlight and stamp tonight. And you know, if y'all got an opinion, you on the live and you rocking out with me, please drop your opinion in the comments and let's chop it up. Coda, you ready to drop that for him?
Yeah, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready, man. Go for it.
What am I saying to my wife? I'm showing the vows were perfect, but the person just wasn't right. What am I saying to my God? Well, my actions, your institution was flawed just from the bite. What am I saying to myself? And my actions show my urges of what really commands my life. Talk to me. Somebody talk to me. I need more than that. I need you to walk with me. Talk to me. Somebody talk to me. Please.
If somebody talk to me.
Okay.
I'm falling.
Go back a little bit, Coda. It's a line before that, before he hits that part. It's a line before that where he says something about.
Oh, I got you. I'm right here.
20 rule, yeah.
80-20 rule, 80-20 rule. If you happy with being that 20 lady, you're a fool. 80-20 rule, 80-20 80-20 rule. If I'm saying yes to that 20, then I'm that fool too. What am I saying to my daughters if my actions show they mom wasn't enough for them?
So I'm gonna let it rock from the beginning, but you can dive in and kind of tell them what, if they ain't hear the whole thing, roughly what he would reference what he was talking about.
Okay, so my man said 80-20 rule, 80-20 rule. If you in that lady, you're 80-20 rule, 80-20 rule. If I'm happy with being at 20, I'm a fool too. Now, basically, for those who don't know, in a relationship, the 80-20 rule is basically the theory that when a person is cheating with the other, they tend to be attracted to that 20% that's in another person that's missing from their personal relationship right then and there. And usually, however, you know, it usually ends up, it's not for everybody, but it usually ends up that the person that's going after the 20 realizes that they were much better off with the 80% that they were already trying to trade in. And if you've ever been in that situation, if you've been to 80 or if you've been to 20, then you know at the end of the day, somewhere down the line, that fulfillment is never really filled. And it's stemming from a place of selfishness. So my man ended that bar with coming back, talk to me, somebody talk to me. He wanted to hear it from both ends. He hit it on the lady perspective, hit it on the male perspective. My question is, where do y'all fall with the 80-20 rule? What's up with it? Somebody talk to me. Somebody talk to me.
I want to hear Niche. I'm not going to say it. I want to hear Niche first. I'm going right to Niche. I want to hear Niche.
Right to you. Talk to me.
Well, you know, we already have production meetings, so y'all already know, but I'm going to share it with the people out there because being transparent, because this is about, like I said, God in our everyday lives, right? So when we talked about this initially, I was like, dang, I don't even know if I want to share this with them about what I really feel, but like, it's whatever. So like I understood like the 80-20 rule, and not because I was out there cheating, but I wanted to be only the 20. If I could have been less than 20, I was cool with that because it's like the responsibility. I didn't want that. And I was so like caught up in the getting yours that I would just wanted mine and not the 100% sharing because it felt like it was needless. But I understand it now with mature thinking how that was like darkness, and it was crazy because it was like I deserve way more, right? And if I'm only settling for 20%, that's what I'm projecting my worth to be, just 20%. Even though I'm thinking that I am setting I am setting the bar, but it's a 20% bar. So then when am I telling people about me that I'm only worth 20%, and that's what my expectation will start lining up to be. And it just was crazy. So that's what I thought about when I heard that verse. His bars was crazy. Just the way he told the story, and he made it lyrical, and it was like, he made it relatable. So like, I really dug that track, and it made me think, and that's what I like about music that makes you think, cultivates thought. What you think, T?
So when we first kind of like got introduced to the 80-20 rule, we know it came from like, well, it was introduced through the Tyler Perry movies, and he was talking about it through the like, why did I get married section. But for me, with the 80-20 rule is like sort of what you were saying about just accepting 20% and not being full in. But I just always go to the fact of like, people always leave for the 20, right? But don't recognize like, if you put in the 20% for your partner, then they will be 100. Like really split it 50-50 and stop depending on them to be 100%, because we all got frailties. So when I heard him talk about it, like when he said 80-20 rule, if you're accepting that 20, lady, you're a fool. And 80-20 rule, lady, only 20 rule. If I'm accepting that 20, then I'm a fool too. Like he also put it on himself. And then he's like, what am I saying to my children if I'm looking at them and saying that their mother isn't enough because I want to go step out? So it's like, I'm more of like, what are you adding to the relationship rather than what you're taking away? Like people are real quick to be like, what can I take from you? But what can I add to you to make this relationship better? So it's like, you should be adding to people and not just taking away from them. And that's how you get the 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Instead of me being 80-20. Go ahead, Charlie.
All right, listen. All right, so here's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing it from both ends. And correct me if I'm wrong. So on the 20 end, question that we find ourselves asking is, what is my own self-worth? Why am I only for myself the 20%? If you're the 20 in a situation, but on the 80% side, what do you actually require to be fulfilled? And at what cost do we require 100%? Like, what I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, like a real conversation about self-reflection. And I had to be honest with myself. Like, I've been growing in Christ and growing as a man of God and just growing as a man, as a husband and as a father. But I think about all my past relationships before my wife, and I think about all the women that became collateral damage on my way to becoming who I am today.
Wow.
That's crazy, right? The path of hurt and despair that was left behind for me to get to this part of my life.
Right.
What cost do require 100? Because at some point I didn't think the 80 was enough. I needed it all. So because that, and this is what I'm talking about before, it's a selfish fulfillment. It comes from a place of selfishness. And like Niche said, though, it's a mindset of a low self-worth. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man, like to look at it from just a self-reflective point of view. But what I want to do is, before we even go off this topic, Coda, I want you to, can you bring us from like a cultural music?
So that's what I was thinking. Talk
about this. You was already talking about the production.
Right. So listen, so I was just having this conversation with my students earlier, right? And we was just talking about writing, right? And the question I was asking is like, because what I love about this, and I'm gonna make a statement and then I want y'all to kind of expound on it. What I love about this song is the transparency, right? Because the first verse, he talking about putting his hands on somebody and trying to refrain from it because of conflict. The second verse, he talking about temptation because he talking about like being tempted as an artist after performing and some chick like, yo, I want you, and having to refrain from cheating, right? So I'm loving the transparency of the music, right? So the question I asked him to my students, that's all artists, that all rhyme, and all make music. I don't want to say, they basically talk about where they from. They talk about, drugs, money, women, like that's what they talk about. And I was just having a conversation with them about attacking it from a different angle. Like, even if you're talking about the same stuff, how can you attack the music and your writing style from a different lens to get to the same meaning, right? So it's like to be able to attack your audience that you got, but also attract a different audience that's not always looking for the music that you're talking about. So that's I like how that's not always the music that he talks about. That's not always the lens that he talks about, because he's a CHH artist, and usually he's coming from a God lens. But to be transparent on that particular track, and to have a conversation about refraining from really putting his hands on somebody and resorting to violence, and then being vulnerable, be like, yo, I do get tempted and I think about cheating, but I also think about my kids and I think about my wife and I think about the things that are be detriment to my family before I make the decision. So how do y'all feel about that as him as a writer?
Word. All right, so Niche, I want you to chime in with that. I want you to think about what you're about to say. Before I'll let you jump in, I need to just shout some people out here. We had a bunch of people jump on, and one of them, my man, B. McFly. I don't know if y'all know B. McFly. B. McFly, my man, been going around the city inspiring hope into the community. So what's up, B?
Sober messenger. You got to put a tagline in there. Put my man tagline in there. The sober messenger. That's my man. Me and B go back. Like, we go back. I'm talking about from middle school. That's my man. Shout out to B, doing great things, man.
Shout out to Live 99. What up?
Pastor Troy just jumped on too.
Change, what's up? Shawnee, let's see, 5-Star Lids, Zay2X. I'm Amanda Christine. What's up, Amanda? Exclusive Chubbs 215. Raj been here. Raj been rocking with us since we hit the button. Good job, Raj. See you, bro. Briz, you might as well go ahead and get ready. Get your words ready, because you coming up on this John soon. You know what I'm saying? Jewel B Music. My man Lance Incites Your Heart. What's up, Lance? What's good, man? And Renee Washington, Miss Charlie K. I see you. I thank you for the support.
You gonna shout her out twice, son. I heard you shout out the first. I'm gonna leave that alone, though.
Those who don't know, Miss Charlie K.
I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Niche, I had to do that real quick. We want to show some
problem.
writers that's on with us. Niche, where you at with it? What's the musical cultural significance in this track that's on your heart?
Well, you know, being the minister that I am, I was listening to him, and just the context of what we was talking about before, I was thinking about, like, he was asking the question about the 20% and the 80%, right? I'm just start from there. And so I was thinking about, well, that's why God always wants to be 100%. Like, he wants 100% from us, because we look to other people to fill in those margins, right? But we're not supposed to, because literally our life is supposed to be like a tree giving fruit, right? So yeah, we can eat from different places, but our nourishment should come from, you know, heaven, right? So anyway, but lyrically, like I said before, like I like that he used his own life experiences, because, like, what's the point of music if we not, like, enriching each other? And I mean, it could be like, because think about Nas, like, Shorty, what was it? Shorty, go get, like, that wasn't really rich nobody, but he had some bars in that. So, like, I just like that he shared himself, his own experiences, and that's what life is like with God. Like, it's not perfect. We all go through things, but then we had an opportunity to be like, yo, I got a choice I can make, though. Like, I can do this. I can lay hands on this person. I can lay hands both ways.
I can lay hands both ways,
right? But you have a decision to make, and so you got to think: is my future worth just 20% of, like, this momentary lust of the flesh? Like, is it worth that? And the fact that he would bring that to attention in music, I think it needs to be played more, because we have all these songs that talk about, yeah, like, I don't know if I told y'all this one time I was in the car, because, you know, we all teachers and hang with the youth, mentor the youth. I'm in the car with this one of the young dudes from my church, and we listened to this song, and the dude is talking about, I'm gonna be explicit real quick. He was like hitting some chick from the back with a gun to her head, right? And I'm like, if he's listening to this song over and over again, I'm like, so you mean Shorty is like, and she
paint the picture. I need to paint the picture.
That's great.
Like that's what y'all doing. Like, that's what the imagery that y'all putting into these young people's heads. Like, they need to see, like, they need to see there's an alternative life to live. And so that's what I liked about the bars. He gave an alternative, like he gave an opportunity for people to see that there's a decision to make. Like, you can choose this or you can choose that. It's all up to you. And that's the dope thing about God. Free will in them bars.
Free will, period.
Free will, period.
What about you, Charlie? I like what she just said. Just basically like him giving a option, because that was one of the things I was talking to about him, like, that you just hit on. That was like the industry pushes a certain type of music on us, and they want us to listen to a certain type of music. But where is the diversity at in the music? Because we know that sells, but we also got control of that, right? Because it's also what we consume as consumers, right? Mm-hmm. So you're an artist, you're an MC, and you choose not to just indulge in what the masses say is what's in, right? Yeah. So talk to me. Tell me your thoughts.
I think there's a courage that comes along with that. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a courage with wanting to stand on your own too, with challenging the status quo. And I think there's also a loneliness that comes with that too, as far as just being okay with not saying the same thing that everybody else is saying. And I think Teve does a really, really good job of that on this album, man. There's some topics on this album that aren't necessarily CHH topics. I mean, to be honest, if you know Teve, if you ever met Teve and you just got a chance to be in a room with this dude, like, he's the hardest Christian I've ever met in my life.
Hard as nails.
But, like, you wouldn't know the ministry that's behind him if you was just to stand next to him on the corner. But the minute that he opens his mouth, something is different. So I think that it's dope that Teve is able to be on street level and meet people where they at. I think the most powerful thing that my pastor has ever said to me early in my stages of coming was, what does a man of God look like?
Yeah.
that a preacher had to have the suit on. Where's your Bible? Where's your suit? Where's your bow tie, bro? Like, what you doing in Tim's and T-shirts? You can't do that. And he challenged me and said, well, what does a man of God look like? And I had no answer for him. And man of God looks like you. A woman of God looks like you. Looks like me. You know what I'm saying? So when Steve is doing these things and you get a chance to meet him, and you get a chance, before you even meet him, you get a chance to hear how hard he comes in with his bars and how dope his lyrical ability is, you fall in love with the hip-hop first. Before I even met Steve, I was asking Coda, who is this boy rapping like this? He sound like
Atiba Ninja. I'm gonna try to get a picture. Atiba Ninja.
Real rap.
Yeah.
So, real rap. So I think artists have to follow behind the path that artists like T do, which is blaze their own trail and be courageous in who they are and unapologetic as artists who stand for something other than what everybody else is saying. It's hard to be an artist with integrity. It's easy to curse. It's easy to talk about everything else that everybody's doing. It's hard to talk about content. I challenge other artists to talk about content. You know what I'm saying? So
blaze your own trail. I like that. So I want to pass the niche. You know, we hit the substance of the track. We hit the culture of the track. So I want to lean into you, niche. Like, so I wanted the God in the track, because you know we still kingdom. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to be too much of the niggas. You already touched it a lot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we can leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're gonna slide over it a little bit. We already was ninjas, you know what I'm saying? Because but go ahead.
You know, I already mentioned about, you know, the God on the track. Well, what I want to just comment on before we close out is something Charlie said. He said, what does a man of God look like? And that immediately reminded me of the scripture when was it Peter? What was the boy that cut off the ear? Was that Peter?
Yes.
All right, so when Jesus told him, like, you was going to deny Christ 3 times, right? So he was like, nah. But when he was around the people, and when Jesus was about to go get, go to the cross, he was around the people and he was talking. And they was like, nah, you one of them. Not because of the way he looked, but the words that was coming out of his mouth. So that's the dope thing when you was talking about your man. Like, he doesn't look it. It doesn't matter, because it's the words we speak that identifies us with Christ. Because God created everything by what? By his words. He said, let there be, let there be. Jesus said, I do and say everything my Father says, right? Everything is by how we speak. So we are the shining. This is what we do. You see this conversation we just had right now? It was cool. It was flowing. I enjoyed it. I love kicking it with y'all. And so I'm inviting y'all, like, we pass the mic to each other. We discussing it. We want to pass the mic to y'all. So DM us with any questions you have, whether it's about music, actually any topics too, whether it's about music, or it's about God, because we got you, because we want to not only shine light on artists, but we shine a light on kingdom culture, I guess kingdom wide, right? Kingdom wide.
I want fashion. I want it all. You got somebody that does dope clothing lines. We want to hire them.
And DJs, artists, if you writing a book, you just spoken word, whatever talent and gift you got that you can shine on, please bring it to the shine. That's what we're here for. So if you a dope artist, or if you know a dope artist, send them our way, shoot us a DM, tag us, let us check them out. You never know, you might get featured. My name is MC Charlie K. I'm here with my incredible team, TCoda, and just call me Miss Preach, Brandon Kingdom Live, the culture, Dainty Clothing Line, DMG. For 3 words for everybody: don't stop creating. Be an artist with integrity. We're going to catch y'all back at the next Shining. Coda, you got anything else to say before we bounce, bro?
Listen, again, be an artist with integrity. What I've learned, just to add on what Niche said, when I realized that I was the same person inside the church, outside the church, in the street, in the school, when I realized that all those people were the same person and I ain't had to deny who I was and try to please anybody, my life got major easy, yo. So I ain't trying to appease nobody. I just do me. And whatever come out on my music, that's what come out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to please the church. I ain't trying to please the people. I'm trying to please God. And that's it. As long as God's pleased with what I'm doing, I can care less what anybody else thinks.
Preach, preacher.
That's
Preacher. There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Dope episode, virtuous one. I love you, girl. I ain't gonna let Charlie slide off and acknowledge his. And I ain't gonna acknowledge mine. You know what I'm saying? You know
I gotta get me a boo up in my
Yeah.
We gonna shot time. We gonna put the real church shot time. We gonna pray for
where
him.
you at?
Yeah,
Shout out to Virtuous One. Shout out to Miss Charlie K. Shout out to Just Call Me Miss Preach. Shout out to the Branded Kingdom. Shout out to the culture. But most of all, shout out to you for rocking out with us. It's the Shinin', y'all. Peace.
Yeah.